Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to Insecticides India Limited Q4 FY’25 earnings conference call. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode, and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star, then 0 on your touchtone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Masoom Ratevia. Thank you, and over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, and welcome to Q4 FY’25 earnings call of Insecticides India Limited. Today, on this call, we have with us Mr. Rajesh Kumar Agrawal, the Managing Director, Mr. Sandeep Agrawal, the Chief Financial Officer, and Mr. Dushyant Sood, the Chief Marketing Officer. Before we proceed the call, I would like to give a small disclaimer that this conference may contain certain forward-looking statements which are based on beliefs, opinions, and expectations of the company as on date. Now, I would like to hand over the call to Mr. Rajesh for his opening remarks. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Q4 and full year FY’25 earnings call of Insecticides India Limited. Thanks for taking the active interest in IL and your participation today. I am joined with CFO, Mr. Sandeep Agrawal, and CMO, Mr. Dushyant Sood. So let me start with the industry outlook. There is a very positive sentiment across the industry. There was a good monsoon prediction, and we have seen the good pre-monsoon showers that has covered the entire country at large. All the catchment areas are receiving good rains. The crop sowing is expected to start a little early in the early part of June itself. Farmer has made good earning in the field crops, in particular in the Rabi season, because the crop condition was good and prices of most of the field crop was quite good. The raw material prices for the industry are stable, and overall I can say that there are the signals of favorable tailwinds, and we expect this to continue in fiscal 2026 also. Now let me talk about IL. We had very good launches during the year. The highest number of launches, almost 12 launches, were done in the fiscal 25. Out of these 12 launches, 4 products I am able to shift to focus Maharatnas this year. The total number of focus Maharatnas till last year were 12, which has been increased to 16. And I can say that there is a very good acceptance of the products we take to the market last year. The farmers are generally very happy, the trade is happy, and I expect the good growth from these products. This year we did not wait for the season. Whenever we got the registration, we launched the products. I can say it was a trial launch. That's why the number achieved in the last year was not very big. But this year, as I have suggested, that 4 products are moving to focus Maharatna, and rest of the Maharatnas also will be doing a good performance. So we can anticipate that this quarter these products are going to support us well in our growth strategy. For the year 2026 also, the number of launches are big. There are almost half a dozen products which are lined up for launches. So recently in this week, I have launched a product called Altair, which comes from the stable of Nissan, which is the 7th product in the list of Nissans, which is coming to Insecticide India directly from Nissan. And today we can say that Nissan is the most important Japanese partner for Insecticide India and plays a very important role in our patented product portfolio, or I can say the value-added portfolio or the premium product portfolio. So this is going to be a herbicide for rice, again patented, very interesting product. And in the recent past with our launches, Insecticide India has developed a good, I would say on the rice on the herbicide segment. For almost all the major crops in the country, we have got the specialty herbicides, and they are doing very well across the country. May it be rice, soybean, pulses, maize, cotton, wheat, sugarcane. We have got the solutions, and they are number 1 solutions in their sector. If I talk about the major herbicides which are doing good for IL, they are products like Hachiman, Tori Super, which is a recent launch, Ferox, Green Level, Green Mix, Green Expert, Stroke. Again, it was relaunched by making the technicals in-house, Million, So in this, Parox came out of our own technical. Tori and Tori Super. Tori Super, which was a recent launch, again came out of our own technical. Stroke came out of our own technical, which was relaunched. Billion came out of our own technical. So a lot of development is taking place for AI manufacturing also, and which takes these products to the FM segment, and we are very, very confident that we'll be able to make them big. Talking about the our presence across the country, I can say that today IL is present throughout the length and breadth of the country, across all crop segments, and we have the solutions for every crop for every season, which makes us more buoyant that we are present across and selling throughout the year. So the 60% business comes in the first half of the year, so that is going to remain like that. But you can see that in Q4 we have posted a decent increase in our top line as well as the bottom line, and I believe that this type of feature will continue in the future also. Talking about the Dahej plant, there is a good news. We had made an investment of about 150 crores in this plant, and now this plant has received the in-principle approval from the government, which means that in the month of June, we will start our production. The plant is going to commence in the production. So there will be a lot of new products which will be started in this plant, and there will be some expansion of the capacities, because the new plant will be used majorly for manufacturing of insecticide, fungicides and their intermediates. In the old facility, we are going to enhance our capacity and some new of herbicides and their intermediates, and also some new herbicides will be launched there from the older plant. So which means that we are going to divide the herbicides and the insecticides area in totality in the Dahej plant. In this fiscal, because the announcement in the power connection is also expected, which should come in another 2 months. So we'll come into production, and this year this plant is going to contribute roughly about 100 crores, this expansion, with a CAGR of more than 50% in next 3 to 4 years, because the expectation is very big and our hope from this new expansion is quite big, and we will be launching many new products and increasing our capacity for many products from this new expansion. Here I would also like to talk about our expansion budgets, which for this year we have kept at around 100 crores in FY'26. A major investment is going to go to Sotanala, which is going to be a fully automatic plant, and it will boost the momentum. Part of the 100 crore expense is going to go to Sotanala. There will be some maintenance capex which will be used across our plants, but yes, the major part will be this. Here today I would also like to talk about the inventory, because on 31st of March you would have seen the increased inventory in the system. So that's the part of the strategic move, because if we look at the current scenario, the monsoon predictions were quite good, and the preparedness for the new season was quite needed. We had very aggressive launches in the year 25, and we have very aggressive launches in 26. There were a lot of new brands which are to be introduced into the market. So we had to build up the inventory in the month of March, which will finish very soon. By June, July, you will see a big impact, because these are the months of selling, and we are fully prepared to take on the market. So the most important thing which I would like to talk today is that we are working on effective implementation of things all across the organization. So we are working on inventory control, we are working on working capital, we are again working on the expansion and projects, and to finish off these things timely. The outlook from the trade is very, very positive. I shall always beat the market. We shall continue with our double-digit growth strategy, with the top line growth coming majorly from Maharatnas, which will mean that the bottom line will increase better than the top. So with this, I hand over the call to the CFO, Mr. Sandeep Agarwal, to explain the results.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome. So the major financial highlights of these results are: there is a strong revenue growth of around 32% registered during the fourth quarter of FY'25, and the major with a very good margin improvement also. The major growth has come from our premium products. The major products in which we register the growth are Shinva, Izuki, Mission, Mycorrhiza, and some new launches. And gross profit margin in FY'25 also stood at 32%, which is showing improvement of 655 BPS over the last year. So this is due to the better product mix sales, improved pricing strategy on which we are working, and some new launches. So they all combined contributed to the improvement in the gross margins. So EBITDA margin for FY'25 also improved by 281 BPS due to the result of our aggressive market campaigning and field promotions to support the launches of the new product in the market. The return on capital employed and return on equity has also improved in FY'25. So the ROCE is 18% and ROE is 13% respectively during the year. If you'll see the results, some working. So if you'll see the full year revenue growth, it is around 2%. And quarter-on-quarter revenue growth is around 32%. B2C premium products versus generic, if you'll see during the full year, the premium products has increased from 59% to 61% in overall B2C sales. And during the quarter, it has come down from 52% to 51%. And you will see the sales by segment. So the basic improvement is there in B2C sales segment, which has increased from 69% to 75%. And the corresponding decrease has come in B2B sales from 26% to it has come to 20% for overall year. Whereas during the quarter, the B2C sales has come down from 62% to 59%. And B2B sales has increased from 24% to 27%. We will see the margins. The gross profit for the full year has improved by 28%. And the gross profit for the quarter has been increased by 51%. So EBITDA margin also improved by 36% for the full year. So from 8.3%, it has come into the double-digit figure of around 11.1%. And the EBITDA level for the quarter has also improved by 226%. From 3.2%, it has improved to 7.9%. We will see the PAT. So full year PAT has also improved by 39%. From 5%, it has come to 7%. And during the quarter, it has improved by 85% from 2.8% to 3.9%. So these are the basic financial highlights. So now we can open the session for question and answer.
Thank you very much. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and one on their touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and two. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. The first question is from the line of Bharat Gupta from Fair Value Capital. Please go ahead.
Hi Rajesh and Sandeep ji. I hope I'm audible. So first of all, congratulations for a good set of numbers, sir. I have a couple of questions. So first, can you just brief us about the volume growth which we have witnessed during the quarter four for the full year as well?
So in the full year, the volume growth has been roughly about 10%. The average price decline during the year is around 8%. So the total growth in terms of numbers is showing about 2%.
And sir, for the quarter past, sir?
Quarter, I have not checked by check, but quarter says we are showing an increase of 32%. So you can increase that. So roughly volume growth will be around 40%.
Right. So, it's primarily driven by the peak or the early onset of the monsoon, or can you just brief us about the good amount of growth which we have witnessed during the quarter?
Quarter is not very important actually. Quarter is just due to the follow-up because there were certain launches actually which were planned, like the scope had come in the last year itself. So in the B2B segment, we could push some scope quantity. And some other products were placed in advance. So generally we don't do that very much. But still we could manage to get some parts of volumes from every segment, like B2C, B2B, and also from exports. So everything contributed and it was positive.
Right. So secondly, with respect to the recently launched product, paddy herbicide, so can you just brief us about the estimated market size of this product? And does it complement Green Label, which is our existing product in the paddy herbicide category?
Yes, these are all complementary products actually, because this is a pre-germination herbicide which has to be used immediately after sowing of paddy. Like I have every type of solutions at different price ranges, because some of the generic solutions which we have are 300 to 400 rupees per acre range. There are some specialty solutions that go up to 600-700 rupees per acre range. This is going to be expensive product, particularly for the farmers where the weed intensity is very high, and after using those generic solutions or even the new generation solutions, they are forced to use the labor also because of that high density of weeds and the variety of weeds which are not controlled by the generic products. So they are spending about 4,000 to 5,000 rupees on the manpower per acre. So for those farmers, we have bought this generic solution which is going to cost them roughly about 1,800 rupees, and this will save them the manual labor, and this will increase the productivity in their fields. Why? Because the entire weed control is going to happen by the chemical solutions, which will decrease the competition from the weeds. So the crop yield and the crop vigor is going to increase actually for this farmer, and they will pay this money. So our initial target is in the nursery segment, and the basic target of achieving the sales is going to be from some east central part of the country and southern part of the country. So they will be the major markets for this product. And talking about the market size, paddy herbicide market is a very vast market actually. So if I talk about the generic product, then it goes in large volume. The Butyl is very, very popular. Then the Sperget came in, then the mixtures. So there are a lot of products which are selling at very high volumes. So in terms of value, you can anticipate to begin with a modest number of 10-15 crores, but in the second year itself, you can touch 40-50 crores with this product. So at this moment, I am putting it in Bharat now. Next year, there may be a possibility of catching up focus market.
Right. Sir, with respect to herbicide only, how do you see the current level of demand playing out because of the early onset of monsoon, and what is the inventory position out there in the market with respect to the agrochemicals across the nation?
Generally, if we talk about the inventory position in the market, the people don't keep the inventory. I want to say the distributor will never keep the inventory because after the season, they tend to return it to the company. So in this
Sir, sorry to interrupt, but your voice is not clear. Can you come a little closer to your speaker?
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
So the inventory situation in the market is, I'll say there has been the signals of shortages from 3-4 months. So particularly if I talk about the rice herbicide, the corn herbicides, there are shortages in the market. So we were building up, because we are the manufacturer of technicals for many of these products. So we were building up our brand, and we are trying to place it in the market in the best possible manner. Even for the non-selective herbicide, the demand is going to start immediately, and there are shortage signals from the market. So I can say that June should see a good demand for these herbicides, better than usual. So now it depends how much we are able to place. We are in a good situation, but still that tightness we are also going to face in the month of June, because there were manpower shortages which happened after the war. So luckily the war settled fast, so things have started improving, but still the manpower, the entire manpower is going to take some time to come back.
Also, sir, like you mentioned, there are shortages and like in respect to the quantities which are about to get dispatched. So just with respect to industry, so has the industry players taken advantage of the situation in terms of increasing or creating a price hike? And how do you see the trend of the raw materials placing out during the quarter, and how do you see it for the next quarter?
Demand and supply always plays an important role. For the herbicide, there's a small window actually. So yes, there is some price rise internationally also, in the domestic market also, but not very big. But still, I don't see that already some advantages people have started taking. But yes, if the shortage prevails, then there can be some price rise in the market. But we have to keep the fingers crossed for that.
But like quarter QOQ, we haven't taken any pricing hike in this particular season, in the start of the season.
I didn't say that actually. Last year was a level of price where there was a price drop. There has been some price improvement in the month of April, so which has gone up to May, and there will be another price. So that's a regular practice actually. Every year you have 2 to 3 revisions actually, generally till August. So first revision comes up in April, mid-April or May. Second revision comes in somewhere in June. And if the season is good, then the third revision comes in July also. So last year they were all negative because July was a very dry month. The monsoons were very, very erratic. So if the rains are good and the season is positive, then there will be positive revision.
Right, sir. And sir, like with respect to the raw material, how do you see the trend playing out?
Raw materials, like you have to make an arrangement because it's a cyclic industry. That is one reason actually we have to plan 4 months in advance. So generally we'll keep always the stock for 4 months, 3 to 4 months. You cannot do it 100% for but all the major requirements. You have to keep the raw materials in stock. So that's the industry practice which you have to. So with our large variety and our, I would say the integration. So sometimes we are forced to plan for technicals, formulations, brands, everything. We do that. So this year I had to engage some more godowns, extra godown facility, which we did actually because we were preparing for the season. So I can say that IL is ready. But nobody can fulfill the 100% demand because our business is a stable type of business. When I say stable, like if the rainfalls are low, then you will end up selling 90%. If the rainfalls are big, you end up selling 110. I cannot do 120, 130 because achieving more than the target is very, very difficult because you cannot supply at that speed which the market wants sometimes.
Right. And sir, if the situation continues to remain as buoyant as currently it is, in terms of overall, like you have guided, you are looking out for a strong double-digit growth. How do you see the volume growth as well as pricing? Like in a range, what kind of a ballpark figure you?
Actually, it becomes very difficult to predict. So I'll continue with my guidance of double-digit growth only. We'll beat the industry. That is something I would say. I don't want to go very bullish that we'll do this, that. It will be just beating the industry, as always.
Sure.
Thank you.
And sir, last question with respect to Kairos. So any progress which you can share on this, and going forward, how much benefit can it occur for us with respect to gross margin improvement?
Kairos has been positive in the first year itself. We have registered a profit of roughly about 2 crores. So in this fiscal, we can expect a profit of around 10-12 crores from this Kairos business. But next year it will multiply. Once we go into the larger chunk of business, then it will multiply. But again, so we had bought this company for 5 odd crores, so 6 crores maybe. So we'll make a recovery in year 2, 100%.
Right. Right, sir. Thanks so much, sir. I will get back in the question queue. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much. Participants who wish to ask questions may press star and 1 at this time. The next question is from the line of Arnav Sakhuja from Ambit Capital. Please go ahead.
Hi. Thank you for taking my question. I just wanted to confirm one thing you mentioned earlier. For Q4 FY'25, what was the volume and value growth?
Quarters are important, but it's the strategy which is more important, I believe. So we are buoyant on this fiscal FY'26, preparing for this. So in this preparation, yes, there has been some volume growth also and value growth also. In the last year, if we calculate in totality, we have calculated that there has been a value degrowth of 8%, means the volume has gone up by 10% and the value has gone up by 2%. So that way it is the value degrowth. The price improvement won't have been there in the last quarter. There is some price improvement in the quarter 1, which is the running quarter now. So further price improvement will be depend on the market, how the market moves further.
And just one more question. So you were talking about the capex which you've completed, the 150 crores of capex. Just wanted to confirm, this is for the Dahej plant?
We are going to capitalize the Dahej plant because we have got the approval for Dahej plant, and we have spent about 150 crores in Dahej. In the current fiscal, the Sotanala plant is a Rajasthan plant, which we are making. So we have spent about 50 odd crores there already, and there will be additional investment of about 100 crores in the new projects, which will be majorly attributed to Sotanala now. Major part. Rest will be all the maintenance capex because we keep on expanding small facilities across plant every year.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. The next question is from the line of Sneha Jain from SKS Capital. Please go ahead. Sneha Jain.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes,
Hello.
ma'am, you're audible now.
Thank you for the opportunity. I wanted to ask how many new new products are we going to launch in FY'26, and will the majority of them would be 9(3) registration?
We are going to launch 6 products in FY'26, and all these are expected to launch soon. So the first product is going to be Altier, which is a Japanese collaboration 9(3). Then there is Centra SC, which is again a mixture product, which is 9(3). BrahMos is my own technical, which I made, and I'm going to launch a formulation. Formulation would be 9(4). The technical registration was 9(3). And Muse is my another mixture, which is going to be 9(3). Victor Gold was a good product. It's a relaunch of that. It is 9(4). For another product is Stroke, which has already come in the FN. Not Stroke. It is Sparkle. Sparkle is going to be 9(3) again. It's a patented word which is going to come in a collaboration.
Okay. Thank you. And sorry. Yeah. So I wanted to probe a bit about on the reciprocal tariffs, of US basically, both on us and on Japan, which is a mega trading partner for us. And will we be signing further JV contracts manufacturing in India with them?
Everything is going to be happening. You have to understand that pesticides are the commodities which are the restricted products. You have to register, then you can sell. So at the moment, I don't have any registration in USA, and our major part of the business comes from the domestic market. My 95% business is domestic business, 5% is export. That does not restrict me from doing the international businesses because we are investing too much on registrations in Japan, in America including South America and North America, all the countries, Europe, and many parts of the world. So many of my products are under registration because the you have to understand one concept. The concept is China plus one and Europe plus one. Previously, these were the manufacturers. Now people want to look at the alternate sources who can manufacture and supply to them. So India will also be one important partner for America. And if my product gets the registration and I am in competition, then they have 2 comparisons. They have to compare me with China or any other Indian company. If I am competitive, definitely I'll get the market. And even if I am little expensive, then also because the other partner who is going to work for me in America or in any ex-country, he has invested money on me and he is banking on me. So he has to take some quantities from me, which can be large or small. It depends on the type of working we have. So the dependence comes in automatically. We get the share. So we expect that yes, we are going to grow in the international market, but I don't want to give any big data for that. At the moment, we are a domestic play company with 95% contribution coming from the domestic market.
Oh. So can the Japanese company give outsourcing to us?
We are already working on this. I'll make the announcement once the business starts. We are already working with many companies for many products. The agreements are there.
Okay. And so last question would be, what would be the growth levels for us in FY'26 and for the next 3 years? I mean, the outlook basically, what would be the growth levels?
The strategy is the premiumization. So we wish to bring the efficiency in the system. We wish to bring the premium products to the market. We wish to introduce newer patented IPR protected products. We wish to give new formulations, new technicals. We wish to do the CRAMS activities for the companies. So there is a lot of new technology products which are going to come from this table of IIL. We are going to grow in the domestic markets as well as the international.
Got it. Thank you so much. That's it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Before we take the next question, we would like to remind participants that you may press star and one to ask a question. The next question is from the line of Karthik from Samatva Group. Please go ahead.
Many congratulations to the management of Insecticides India for a good set of numbers. My first question is, what is the outlook on the exports, and is any of the capex that we have recently done and the one which is in pipeline aimed at increasing exports?
Exports generally don't need too much of capex. It's a routine capex which I'm investing for the export market, because for exports you have to invest on generation of data. We are having 3 NABL labs and the 4th one is also coming up. So I think it's 4 now. 1 GLP lab which is in-house. So we develop the impurities in-house, we develop the technicals in-house, we develop all the reference standards in-house, and that after that we give it to the CROs. It's a regular practice that the R&D teams have to do. We have a team of more than 150 R&D scientists which are engaged regularly on working on development of products in different stages, formulations, technicals, improvement of recipes. So they are doing their work. So that is a regular salary which I am paying. So it goes from there. So nothing big. When I sign the export agreement from any company, those companies have to generate the data in their countries. I have to give them the centralized data which I keep on generating regularly as a regular practice. So there is no special expenses which I have to incur for exports, apart from keeping an export office which I have at Mumbai. Mumbai, there is a team of about 20 odd people who are sitting for the international businesses. So that is the expense I am making. At the moment, my contribution from the international market is coming to roughly about 5%. That will grow slowly. There is not going to be any dramatic change, but yes, we are expecting some international orders from big companies. So once they start, then it will start changing. So once the business start happening, because initially you get the trial quantities, after the trial quantities are successful, then you start getting the regular quantities. Once the regular quantities start happening, then yes, the international business will start growing directly. But at the moment, contribution is 5%. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. The second question is on slide number 10. There we have a good practice of actually showing the product freshness index. And we have always witnessed an exponential growth in each of the preceding years. However, in FY'25, it seems to have saturated at the 500 odd level. Is there any specific reason behind this, or tapering is the result?
Very, very interesting point you have picked up actually. Sir, I would like to say, as we grow in the premium products, so we have grown in the premium products here again in this fiscal. So in the B2C segment, it has been the growth, but in the B2B segment, I have suffered a degrowth of about 20%. In the past year, what was happening that when the new product is introduced, people take P2P. So when they were taking P2P, we were including it in the freshness index. But this year they have taken bulk. So that showed a negative thing. So I'll make the improvement in our presentation that from this year, I'll only show the brand. I'll not show the P2P products. So that improvement will be done and that will be visible. So in totality, I can say that the follow-up or the following of Insecticide India tractor brand products is very high in the market. The response is very good, and that is the reason that I am able to add 4 more products to my FM segment, and all these 4 products were introduced in the last year. So I'm that confident with my products which I'm launching. So that confidence also goes with the freshness index. So incidentally, since in the past these B2B were also covered, so that is showing negative trend. But that will improve. We'll remove B2B from it for better clarity.
Mentioned that there could be a 100 crore outlook from this subsidiary. Are we sticking to that guidance, sir?
Could you repeat the question, please?
Our subsidiary Aeros, which we have recently acquired, and last time the acquisition news was shared with the shareholders, you have also given certain guidance that there could be a possibility of 100 crore in FY'26. Are we sticking to that guidance from this subsidiary in this financial year?
Yes. I just in answering the another question, I said we'll be registering a PAT of about 10 crores plus. So to reply her question, yes, we'll stick to 100 crores.
Thank you so much, sir, and all the best for the future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. The next question is from the line of Kunal Tokas from Fair Value Capital. Please go ahead.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're
Hello?
audible.
Okay. Just 3 quick questions. First, just can you give us a brief about your joint venture with OAT Agro from Japan and talk about progress has been made in new products from that joint venture?
Yeah, it's a whole story. We tied up with OAT Agro in 2013. So now there are 12 years past. So what is the job of the JV? The job of the JV is to develop the new products, test them in Japan and test them in India, and then give it to the 2 partners. The 2 partners are OAT and Insecticides here. So yes, they develop the product and passing to us. And now we register these products in different geographies of the world and we have to launch. So the first product which was developed by them, so it has passed many tests and other things. So the name is given to it, the IUPC name, the chemical name, the other things, because it takes a lot of time and all these through all these stages. Scaling up is complete. So very shortly we are going to make our application in India, and after that it will be applied in different parts of the world also.
So will this be the first product to be commercialized out of this joint venture?
Yeah, this is going to be the first product which will be commercialized by the JV, but there are series of products which are after this. And let me tell you that these are the real inventions, which are the new chemicals. We call it NCE, new chemical entities, with different modes of action. So these are new modes of action, no copy products, I would say long chain products which has come after a lot of research. Because we have researched more, like we develop more than 5,000 products every year. And in 12 years, we have tested more than 60,000. After testing 60,000, we got 2-3.
Can you maybe also provide any idea about the potential of this new product or the other products that are yet to come?
It's
or would that be
for that actually. I will only say, when you develop a new product and talk to a MNC, they will say 10,000 crores is the expenditure in developing a product. That much only I will say. I will not say anything else.
All right. And the working capital days that have increased, is this purely driven by the inventory built up that
Your voice is not very clear actually. Kunal, I have to make an estimate of what you are saying. Voice is not
what about now, sir?
If you are, yeah, better.
Okay. The question was about working capital days that have increased. Is this only because of the inventory build-up that you are...
Yeah, it's temporary because of the inventory build-up, and you'll see the improvement in this fiscal because we are very, very serious on this. I already made a note on my earnings call.
Okay. And just the last question. So you talked about the direct effect that tariff would have, which would not be much on IIL, but do you think that tariff might induce China to maybe dump some products here, and that can disrupt your business?
Again, voice is cracking, but I have understood that you are trying to discuss about the USA tariffs on India and China. Definitely that will always have an impact, but it's the matter of registration. We are not a free product. We are not selling a free product. Every Chinese company has to register their product in the different country wherever they want to sell with every customer. Same is the case for India. Register every product with every customer. So it's whosoever has the registration, it's expensive or inexpensive. The other person has to buy because we don't have other option. So if the other person has to buy, then how competitive your product is, it will depend on the quantum you get. So things are important, but overall I can say there is no much stress in India due to this. The only thing is that the products are going to become expensive for American public.
The line for the participant has been disconnected. We'll move on to the next question. The next question is from the line of Agastya Dave from CAO Capital. Please go ahead.
Good evening, sir. Am I clearly audible?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Sir, thank you very much for answering all the questions in such detail. So most of the questions that I had have been covered. Sir, I have one question on the other expenses. There has been a significant rise in that. Can you point out any particular line items which have seen increase and any one-off items there?
I don't think there are any one-off items. I'll give it to the CFO for explaining it. In fact, marketing expenses would have increased, but he'll explain better.
Right.
Good evening, boss. So there is an increase of around 57 crore in the total other expenses, if you see. And the major expenses has gone up to the business promotion and field promotion expenses. As we are a company, we are in the new product launches. So we have to work very hard with the farmers in the field. So for that, you have to do some demonstrations also. You have to show the product to the farmers. You have to show the IR. So those expenses have gone up. So majorly are those expenses, and if you'll see the exact, then I can give you the headway bifurcation also. But the majorly is this.
सर दो लाइन आइटम्स दे दीजिए अगर आपके पास numbers are there. एक ad and sales promotion and दूसरा commissions.
देखो बिजनेस अगर आप सेल फील्ड एक्सपेंसेस की बात तो लगभग 20 करोड़ आप कह सकते हो और बाकी जो कुछ थोड़ा बहुत एक्सपेंस बढ़े हुए हैं वो बढ़े हुए हैं आपके रिपेयर एंड मेंटेनेंस एंड फैक्ट्री के जो पोल्यूशन एक्सपेंसेस हैं उसमें लगभग 10 करोड़ बढ़े.
Understood, sir. Understood. Sir, last question from my side is because there was a 8% drop in realizations, a lot of the line items have moved around significantly if we consider them as percentage of sales. So, for example, gross margins have expanded. So, the current gross margins are indicating 32% gross margins. Should we consider them going forward? And same with other line items because there is such a huge distortion in the realization. And a related question there is, what about the margins going forward? Given I'm assuming that the raw material basket has kind of stabilized now for pretty much everyone, and the demand is looking good. So how do you see these things varying going forward?
Rajesh again. We have shown a 50% improvement in our profit margins. So first we would like to stabilize it around this. We are already on a growth path. I already said double-digit growth. I'm already talking about the premium product. We have been working on this strategy for last 3-4 years. We are cutting down our tail cutting is a regular exercise at IL because whatever products are not paying, we are cutting them off. So all these things, the improvement which we had started 4 years back are paying off now. So they will continue paying off, but I'll not say any dramatic change. But yes, in 2 to 3 years, definitely we'll see 200 to 300 points change actually in the EBITDA levels. So that is going to
even from the base of FY'25, sir, even on the base of FY'25, you expect now 200 to 300 basis point
why
improvement?
are you taking it as a benchmark? Yes, there will be improvement, but it will be a slow improvement.
Excellent. Sure, sir. I understand that, sir.
The speed cannot be like that. Yeah, thank you.
So very well done, sir. And sir, एक question और मैं भूल गया. Sir, employee cost now that the Dahej plant is commissioned, how much employee cost? How much do we need to invest in our employees?
क्या होता है कि प्लांट बन गया था तो ऑलरेडी उसके लिए एम्प्लॉइज थोड़े चालू तो हो गए थे बिकॉज आई कैन नॉट हायर एंड कीप देम ऑन द प्लांट ओवरनाइट बिकॉज उनको प्लांट को अटेंड कराना प्लांट के ट्रायल्स कराना वो सब ऑलरेडी 25% जैसा 30% जैसा एम्प्लॉयमेंट तो ऑलरेडी हुआ है प्लांट पे एंड दे आर वर्किंग देयर. तो डिफरेंट टाइप के टास्क रहते हैं बिकॉज प्लांट की कमीशनिंग करने से पहले उसका ट्रायल्स, उसके वाटर ट्रायल्स, उसके सॉल्वेंट ट्रायल्स, उसकी सब चीज देखना रखना वो सब काम होता है. वो एक्सपेंस ऑलरेडी हो रहा है. और इसके अलावा क्या है कि हम लोग यूटिलिटीज पे बहुत काम कर रहे हैं कि हम लोग अपना पावर बजट और अपना जो गैस बजट है उसको मैं कैसे कंट्रोल कर सकता हूँ, ऑयल बजट। तो मेरी कोशिश ये है कि हम लोग जो एक्सपेंशन करेंगे, एक्सपेंशन जरूर करेंगे, लेकिन हम थोड़ी इकोनॉमी लाएंगे इसके अंदर। तो कुछ बेसिस पॉइंट से मेरा खर्चा इन टर्म्स ऑफ द एक्सपेंसेस पर केजी एंड टर्म्स ऑफ द प्लांट एक्सपेंशन थोड़ा सा कम होगा। आप इम्प्रूवमेंट देखेंगे, बिकॉज हम ऑलरेडी बहुत सारा काम कर रहे हैं कि एनर्जी कॉस्ट को कैसे कम करें ओवरऑल, दोनों ही सेगमेंट में। मतलब स्टीम को
लास्ट 2 साल का प्रोग्रेस बहुत अच्छा है सर, सो आई मस्ट कंग्रेचुलेट यू ऑन दैट एंड आई होप यू।
थैंक यू
जी sir, congratulations for that and good luck for that sir. So thank you for giving me the time and opportunity. All the best sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Participants who wish to ask questions may press star and 1 at this time. The next question is from the line of FA Narayan from Capricorn Research. Please go ahead.
Rajesh, I'm an admirer of the way you have led the Insecticides India over the years. I have, given this progress that you have brought, I have 2 questions. The first one is, given the PAT, profit after tax, has jumped from rupees 102 crore in FY'24 to rupees 142 crore in FY'25, please give a response in one sentence what you did different in FY'25 that there is such an amount of significant improvement in performance.
Simple, the strategy of premiumization. We launched products continuously and we kept on improving the product mix, and this is going to continue for future also.
Okay, good. Given this level of performance that you have reached, what is that you plan to do in FY'26 to take the company to the next level?
We are continuously improving the product mix. Like we named the product as FMs, Focus Maratnas and Maratnas. So we are focusing particularly around the Focus Maratnas. We improve the number of Focus Maratnas from 12 to 16, which is itself indicator that yes, these are going to be the big products, and we are going to work around these products, advertise these products, develop these products in the market. And my team and the trade also gets that information that yes, if this is coming in this segment, then company's focus is going to be around these. So this will continue and help us actually. And then we are having some mega launches actually in this fiscal also, because there are 2 collaboration products, and rest of the products also which are coming are mostly either by my own technical or they are the mixtures which have got IP protection. So all these things are very, very favorable for the company and are going to support. Because here, when we supply these type of solutions, then we become the solution provider company, not the product provider.
Okay. So given this, do I consider that FY'26 will be similar to the kind of growth that we have had in FY'25?
Growth will be good. We are very, very bullish and positive. I cannot say that yes, there will be another jump, but it will be good.
All right. Look forward. Many thanks. All the best to you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot for the appreciation.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, in order to ensure that the management is able to address questions from all participants in the conference, please limit your questions to 2 per participant. The next question is from the line of Manish Jain from Wealthcare Advisory Partners LLP. Please go ahead.
Congratulations on a good set of numbers, sir. Sir, my question was that in your opening remarks before that due to the war situation, there was shortage of workers. So will it affect the placements in the first quarter, sir?
Now its actual sales more than the placements. Yes, if you have more people, then there is a chance of producing more. This year we were prepared and we had been manufacturing since.
Your voice is not clear.
Okay. Yes, there is some shortage of manpower. There is some shortage of manpower because when the war started, so people from Jammu fled actually, And not only there was impact at other plants also because people were worried and they were receiving calls from the people in the village, come back to the village. So there is some pressure on the manpower. It will take time to recover. So I cannot do 100% what I want. But yes, definitely it will have some impact actually. Because had that not been there, then the performance would have been much better than what it is going to be today. I can only say that we are already on a growth.
So we'll lose some market share, sir, in this quarter?
We never lose the market share. In last 20 years, I have never lost the market share.
So we have enough stock in the market.
We always plan better from the market, from the competition. That is the reason we are able to grow better. So we prepare ourselves, we take risks, but these are calculated risks.
In short, we have enough stock with the market, right?
Why do you want your words to come from my mouth actually?
No, it's okay, sir.
We know the market and we are working on.
Okay, sir. My next question and the last question is that, sir, when will we be able to do a 10% net profit margin? Maybe next year? Possible?
No, it's a difficult question for me to reply upfront. So, EBITDA levels, we have already crossed 11.5. So it will keep on improving. So when it will match the taxation, then we'll have it. So I can say that this should be 2 to 3 years target.
Okay, sir. Sir, congratulations once again and best of luck, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. The next question is from the line of Karthik from Samatva Group. Please go ahead.
Thank you for allowing me to ask another set of questions. That you were planning to hire for some senior roles and management level and things. Is that hiring done or are we expecting some more hiring to happen?
There are things in process. So as they will happen, because you have to form a strategy, then you have to find the right type of people. And then people get free from their current assignments and join you. So we have been looking at people around. So there will be joinings which will happen during this year also.
Okay, can we... Is the cost related to senior...
Mr. Karthik, your voice is not clear.
Is it better now, ma'am?
No, sir.
I'll repeat once again. Is it better?
Yes, sir. It's better now.
Yeah, better now.
Thanks. So the question is, the reason for asking this question is majority of costs related to senior leadership or management related hiring already captured in FY'25 or are we to anticipate majority of those costs to be reflected in FY'26?
Because I would say that the routine is going to cover that. So routine changes in salary this year may be between about 15% plus. So which will cover the additional manpower required. In 26 again, when the Sotanala plant come in, then there might be some hike. So it will depend that we are yet to give the numbers that how much will be the sales gain and what all. But yes, I think we should be able to maintain with 15% CAGR on our salary budgets.
Great. Thank you. And my second and last question, sir, is in the past, Q4 was always subdued when compared to Q3. Not absolutely, but relatively Q4 was always subdued related to Q3. What has changed in this quarter at Insecticides that Q4 made similar revenue as compared to Q3? And is this sustainable in the future as well? Because are we expecting the lumpiness to settle down going forward as we have witnessed this quarter?
Actually, we don't form our strategy quarter-wise. It was the pressure on the back of the mind that forced the Q4, and then the expectation from the new season was very good. And then we had certain new solutions which were selling in this Q4. So these were the reasons which kept the sales going in Q4. And then international market also responded. B2B market segment also responded because B2B was also trailing behind and they were also under pressure. So I can say that pressure has done some work, the strategy has done some work, and then of course the expectation from the new season was very, very positive because already the IMD and the other agencies had started making the announcement about good rainfalls for this year. So people needed the preparedness, and the inventories in the market were too low. So people needed those products, so that's why it happened. So I'll not say that this is not repeatable, should be repeatable in future.
Thank you, sir. That's all from my end.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Due to time constraints, that was the last question. I now hand over the conference to management for closing comments.
Thanks all the participants for attending this session today. And with your queries, you have asked very important questions, which will be enlightening all other people who were not present in this call or even who are present in this call. Thank you very much for your positive involvement. Thank you.
Thank you very much. On behalf of Insecticides India Limited, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your line.